Have you ever wondered how the federal inflation rate impacts you? Welcome back to the Savvy Piggy, where we're going to dive into this topic and explore its effects on your everyday life. First off, let's start with a quick overview of what the federal inflation rate actually is. Simply put, it's a measure of how prices for goods and services increase over time. This rate is determined by the government and is influenced by various factors, such as the cost of production, consumer demand, and monetary policies. Now you might be thinking, why should I care about the federal inflation rate? Well, my friend, it's important because it directly affects your purchasing power. When prices rise, the value of your money decreases, meaning you can buy less with the same amount of cash. This can impact everything from groceries and gas prices to housing and healthcare costs. In this video, we'll explore how the federal inflation rate impacts different aspects of your life, such as your savings, investments, and even job opportunities. We'll also discuss some strategies to help you navigate through inflation and protect your financial well-being. So, if you're curious about how the federal inflation rate can impact you and want to learn some practical tips to mitigate its effects, then stick around because we've got you covered. Let's get started. In the early 20th century, the United States faced significant economic challenges, including periods of high inflation and deflation. To address these issues, the Federal Reserve System was established in 1913 as the central banking system of the country. One of the key responsibilities of the Federal Reserve is to manage the federal inflation rate, which refers to the rate at which prices for goods and services increase over time. The federal inflation rate has a direct impact on your everyday life. When prices rise, the purchasing power of your money decreases. This means that you may need to spend more money to buy the same goods and services. For example, if the inflation rate is 2%, the cost of a $100 item would increase to $102 in 1 year. The impact of inflation can be felt in various aspects of your financial life. It affects the cost of living, making it more expensive to meet your basic needs, such as housing, food, and transportation. It also affects your savings and investments. If the inflation rate is higher than the interest rate you earn on your savings, the value of your savings will erode over time. Additionally, inflation can impact job opportunities and wages. When prices rise, businesses may struggle to maintain profitability, leading to potential job losses or stagnant wages. This can make it more challenging to advance in your career or negotiate higher salaries. Understanding the impact of the federal inflation rate is crucial for making informed financial decisions. By staying informed about inflation trends and implementing strategies to protect your purchasing power, you can navigate the challenges and opportunities associated with inflation and ensure your financial well-being. Here are some basic principles to understand and consider. 1. Purchasing power. When the federal inflation rate is high, the value of your money decreases over time. This means that you can buy less with the same amount of money, reducing your purchasing power. 2. Cost of living. Inflation affects the cost of living as prices for goods and services increase. This can impact your budget and make it more challenging to afford basic necessities such as housing, food, and healthcare. 3. Savings and investments. Inflation erodes the value of your savings over time. If the interest rate on your savings account is lower than the inflation rate, your savings will effectively lose value. It's important to consider investments that can outpace inflation to protect your long-term financial goals. 4. Wages and job market. Inflation can impact wages and job opportunities. When prices rise, businesses may struggle to maintain profitability, leading to stagnant wages or even job losses. It's important to stay informed about inflation trends to negotiate fair wages and make informed career decisions. 5. Retirement planning. Inflation can significantly impact your retirement savings. As the cost of living increases, you'll need more money to maintain your desired lifestyle during retirement. It's crucial to consider inflation when planning for retirement. and ensure your savings and investments can keep up with rising prices. Remember, understanding how the federal inflation rate impacts you is essential for making informed financial decisions and protecting your long-term financial well-being. Let's dive just a little deeper into the topic and explore the different aspects and perspectives about how the federal inflation rate impacts you. The impact of the federal inflation rate can vary depending on your individual circumstances. For example, if you're a retiree living on a fixed income, inflation can erode the purchasing power of your savings and make it more difficult to maintain your standard of living. On the other hand, if you're a borrower with a fixed-rate loan, inflation can work in your favor by reducing the real value of your debt over time. It's also important to consider the impact of inflation on different sectors of the economy. For instance, rising prices can lead to higher production costs for businesses, which may result in job losses or reduced wage growth. On the other hand, some industries, such as commodities or real estate, may benefit from inflation as their prices tend to rise along with inflation. Moreover, the impact of inflation can vary across different income groups. Lower-income households, who spend a larger proportion of their income on basic necessities, may be more severely affected by rising prices. In contrast, higher-income households may have more flexibility to absorb the impact of inflation. It's worth noting that the Federal Reserve plays a crucial role in managing inflation. Through its monetary policy tools, such as adjusting interest rates and implementing quantitative easing, the Fed aims to maintain price stability and keep inflation in check. So, how does the federal inflation rate impact you? Take a moment to reflect on your own financial situation and consider the potential effects of inflation on your savings, investments, borrowing costs, and overall cost of living. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. In conclusion, understanding how the federal inflation rate impacts you is crucial for making informed financial decisions and protecting your long-term financial well-being. It is not just merely a catchphrase you hear on the nightly news. We've explored various aspects of this topic, including the impact on purchasing power, cost of living, savings, investments, job opportunities, and wages. The federal inflation rate directly affects the value of your money, making it important to consider strategies to mitigate its effects. By staying informed about inflation trends, you can adjust your financial plans and investments accordingly. Remember, inflation affects different income groups and industries in different ways. It's important to consider your individual circumstances and adapt your financial strategies accordingly. I hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and practical tips to navigate the impact of the federal inflation rate. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and sharing it with others who may benefit from it. Don't forget to explore related content on our channel for more in-depth discussions on personal finance and economic topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.